Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about, or I'm going to be making predictions about what's going to happen for WrestleMania 37. So yeah, let's get right into it. So actually, before we get right into it, let's talk about what happened on SmackDown, which should have happened on WrestleMania, but yeah, it just didn't, which was the battle. I mean, I'll briefly talk about the battle royale match, but because I have nothing much to say to that other than I don't. To be completely honest, I wouldn't actually mind if they always did that match, the Raw or SmackDown before WrestleMania, because that match doesn't really mean anything other than winning a trophy. Which yeah, so. Honestly, like what Jey Uso won, which you know what, I actually don't mind Jey Uso winning because he's actually one of the few people that were in a tag team, like a long time tag team that's actually broken out into a decent star, or let's say a mid card star. But honestly, it doesn't mean anything. So if they were to just put it on the Raw, probably the Raw is better since Raw is a longer show. If they were to put a Battle Royal on the Raw just before WrestleMania, like they did this year for SmackDown, though, it'll probably be better because I don't think much people come to WrestleMania for that Battle Royal. And if they do, then they're probably going to be disappointed by the winner of that, to be honest. I mean, unless they can like change. Like, for example, if they made the Battle Royale mean something, like the Royal Rumble, like you can get a future title shot at WrestleMania. If they make the Battle Royale mean something like you can become #1 contender or something, then maybe maybe bigger names will be there and it'll give people more incentive to go in there on the Battle Royale. But honestly, pointless, or in my opinion anyway, it's pointless, and it should just probably be on Raw. Like after this WrestleMania, it should just be on the Raw before WrestleMania. Anyway, the tag team type Fatal 4-Way match. Now, the match was, I mean, for a SmackDown show, was average. So, to be fair, it was actually good that this was on SmackDown because it was an average match for SmackDown, and it would have been quite a bad match if it was on WrestleMania. So it's actually not that bad that it was on SmackDown. Not because that the wrestlers didn't do things. I think it would have been too short for WrestleMania, but because it was on SmackDown, that's why it was a good. But to be fair, they probably did that because it was going to be on SmackDown. That's why they didn't make. That's why they didn't do like a long, Fatal 4-Way match. But I mean, they retained, and yeah, nothing else to say. I think Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, they retained, and yeah, I mean, actually. I know what's going to happen soon is if Ray and Dominic are going to win the titles. But now that I think about it, they're probably going to either win at Money in the Bank in a one-on-one match, or they're going to win the titles at SummerSlam, since that's when both Dominic and Ray had their first pay-per-view, or that's when they had their major pay-per-view. Well, I know Dominic's first match was in SummerSlam, but I'm not sure if that was Ray's first match in WWE. I don't think it was at SummerSlam or the first pay-per-view, but I think they might win the titles at SummerSlam, if I had to guess. Ray and Dominic. Everyone else, like the Street Profits, they might. I mean, the Street Profits could win at Money in the Bank, but honestly, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain for some reason that Ray and Dominic are going to win the titles at SummerSlam, just to build it up and stuff. Unless they just throw the SmackDown titles on the pre-show, and then yeah, maybe that might throw a spanner in the works. But providing Ray and Dominic don't win the titles before SummerSlam, they're probably going to win them at SummerSlam. So it'll probably be a big moment for them and stuff. And they keep emphasizing on how they'll be the first father-son, like I wanted to say couple, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right. We'll say partner, first father-son partner. Actually, that doesn't even. You know, we'll just say couple because I can't think of any other word. So yeah, they keep emphasizing how Rhea and Dominic are going to be the first father-son couple to win the world tag team titles. It feels weird saying world tag team titles since they only call it the Raw SmackDown ones. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I think about that. The match was good for SmackDown, but it would have been bad for WrestleMania. But they probably did it like that because it was on SmackDown, and I think Rhea and Dominic are going to win the titles at SummerSlam. All right, back into the. But I mean, to be fair, both of those matches should have been on the WrestleMania show if, let's say, if COVID wasn't a thing. So it's not the end of the world that they did that. But anyway, or that I said this in the thing. Anyway, now let's move on to the actual thing, actual main WrestleMania show. All right, so night one. I think the first match confirmed was Bobby Lashley v Drew McIntyre. I'm pretty sure that was the first match confirmed. So who is going to? Well, actually, the first match confirmed was Roman Reigns versus Edge. But actually, no. I think everything got confirmed on just after Elimination Chamber, if I'm right. I'm pretty sure. So I think so. Probably Bobby and Drew. Actually, no, because Drew lost his title at Elimination Chamber, so no. Yeah, it was. I think it was Edge and Roman that was first confirmed. But still. Oh, I've been rambling, so let's actually get into this. Bobby and Drew, who... So I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say who I want to win and who's going to win. Who I want to win... Personally, I want Drew to win because I kind of felt sorry for him ever since he won the titles at WrestleMania 36, well, won the title at WrestleMania 36, because he hasn't really... I mean, even though people don't like him, he's done nothing wrong other than be a face. So if you don't really like Drew, that means you don't really like faces, or if you want him to turn heel, then that's a problem in itself, since what I've realized over like the past few... Not even past, probably like a year and a bit of watching WWE is that they can't build up faces anymore, if at all. Like, they've built up Daniel Bryan quite well, but other than that, what other faces have they built up? The New Day. I mean, New Day is just the New Day, innit? But the faces are very bland. Like, it's just... They can give emotional promos and stuff, but they're just... It's nothing unique about a face anymore. It's just they're kind of all the same. Whereas a heel, they can go in a lot of different directions with heels. That's why a lot of them want to turn heel. But I don't know. The problem, I don't. If there's too much heels, then yeah, it's like it'll get. I mean, people will get bored of too much heels very quickly. But because there's still a right amount of. I mean, I think there's slightly more heels than faces in WWE, but because there's just the right amount of them. That's why they can still... That's why I guess the faces get more hate still. But still. Actually, I would say Kevin Owens is probably the best face out there, actually. Kevin Owens, since he kind of doesn't follow a traditional, like, face. He kind of doesn't really follow a traditional face and heel, like... What's the word I'm looking for? He kind of doesn't follow the traditional face heel line, I guess, since he kind of just does his own thing. I think I heard someone else say this in a video once. They called him like an anti-hero, where he just does what he wants. Like he doesn't really act like a face, but his role is a face. So yeah. Anyway. Ramble. Who do I want to win against? Bobby Lashley and Drew. I said Drew but I mean personally, yeah, I like Drew. I kind of feel sorry for him for WrestleMania 36. Who do I think is going to win? Honestly, to be fair, I actually think Drew's going to win. Since I don't know, I feel like Bobby won't win legit. Someone will have to run in to help him. He won't win legit. And honestly, this could all be I had something in my mind that was saying this could all, like, the Hurt Business could just be doing this thing, like when the Hurt Business broke up the tag team. It could just all be for WrestleMania, where they go back to help Bobby Lashley retain his title, which could happen. But personally, I think the Hurt Business... I'm pretty sure Hurt Business is as good as dead. And yeah, MVP can't do anything. So unless Bobby uses that Kane MVP he always walks around with, or crutch, I should say, but it's a special type of crutch, but still, I'm pretty sure Bobby is going to lose his title at WrestleMania. And if not, if Drew doesn't win, then the match is definitely going to end by disqualification to Drew, and Drew will win the title at Money in the Bank. So yeah, those are my two things about. So I want Drew to win, but I'm pretty sure he's going to win. But if those two things don't happen, then I'm pretty sure Drew is going to win by disqualification and then win his rematch of Money in the Bank. And yeah, anyway, Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. I'm pretty sure Bad Bunny's gonna win. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those matches where it's just like, if Bad Bunny wins, cool. If Miz wins, cool. Just yeah, Bad Bunny's gonna win. There's nothing much else to say to that. The next match is New Day, the AJ Styles and OMOS, which... Who do I want to win this match? I didn't even say who I wanted to win the Bad Bunny match, but I kind of don't really care about that match, to be honest. But I guess Bad Bunny, since... Yeah, but anyway. AJ Styles, New Day. Who's going to win? This is because I definitely know that at WrestleMania, one match will end by disqualification in order for the storyline to continue and probably end at Money in the Bank. And I think that match is going to be Drew or Bobby or AJ Styles and New Day and Omos. And because personally, I think AJ and Omos are going to win the titles, but then lose it back at Money in the Bank. That's my first guess, but my second guess will be they lose the titles. They don't win the titles at WrestleMania, but they win the titles at Money in the Bank, because they'll still say, like, let's say they lose by a roll up or something, they're still gonna say, no, I wasn't ready, or something, like he cheated or whatever, and then I want a rematch, and then they win it at Money in the Bank, which is probably going to happen, since I don't think AJ is going to. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure AJ is not going to be inserted into the Money in the Bank briefcase for this year. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the tag team title picture for a while now. And since this is going to be almost his first match there, I'm pretty sure they're going to win at WrestleMania. Like. And then yeah, I'm always certain AJ and Omos are gonna win at WrestleMania. So yeah, my prediction for that is New Day will drop their titles and give it to AJ and Omos. And yeah, nothing else to say about that match. And then yeah, fourth match. By the way, I'm reading this off Wikipedia, so these matches probably won't be in this order, but I'm just reading off Wikipedia. But still, okay, fourth match: Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. In a steel cage match. So yeah, I think Braun's gonna win this match. I'm pretty sure Braun's gonna win this match, like, because the promo he gave is kind of like on the Raw afterwards, kind of just like I'm doing this for everyone that gets bullied. So it kind of might be, the match kind of might be like standing up to your bullies and stuff. Like it's probably something you'll promote during like not social bullying, just like anti-bullying week or something. So yeah, I don't know. I think Braun's gonna win that match, and yeah, nothing else. Or maybe Braun might it's a steel cage match against Shane McMahon. So unless Shane McMahon escapes the cage like he did with The Miz at not even last year's, it was 2019's Money in the Bank. I'm pretty sure Braun Strowman's gonna win this match. If Shane McMahon actually does win by escaping the cage, that means like he's won two matches in like the last 2 years by just escaping the cage, he's probably trying to escape the cage a lot. So what would annoy me is if he wins the match by his shirt ripping and he falls off the cage. That would annoy me so much. But I'm pretty sure Braun's winning this match. If he doesn't win, then he doesn't win. I mean, this match kind of just came out of the blue. Like, at least the Bad Bunny one, like, started from the Royal Rumble. This match literally just started from, I'm pretty sure it was just before Fastlane. This match just came out of the blue. So yeah, I don't really see the purpose of this match, but it is what it is. Anyway, Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. This is a match I'm interested in. Who do I want to win? I mean, Cesaro, of course. He's I think is actually going to win. Probably. I'm gonna base this on last year's WrestleMania because Seth lost to Kevin Owens. I feel like Seth's gonna start a mini losing streak for a while, since I don't know, Seth's kind of just been, he kind of hasn't been doing much. Like, he's been, I mean, from like 2020, so he got into the Royal Rumble, then he got eliminated by Drew from the 2020 Royal Rumble, not 2021, 2020, and then he's kind of just, what has he done? Then he was feuding with Kevin Owens up till WrestleMania 36. Then he decided to attack Drew for his title, then lost, and then for the next the next like few months, let's say, because I don't know the exact number, he was feuding with Rey and Dominic, and then went to SmackDown, and now he's feuding with Cesaro. So yeah, he's not really doing anything, which I guess I don't mind, since if he was still holding a world title, I probably would have been like, okay, when is like, is anyone else gonna get or stuff? But honestly, I wouldn't mind if he goes back into the world title picture, but I don't think he's going back anytime soon. And even if he does, he won't have a long reign. He definitely won't have a long reign. But I mean, I feel like they're probably just gonna save Seth Rollins until he needs to take the title off someone. Someone like, let's say Drew does win, and he needs to take the title off Drew so that he can lose to like Cesaro or even Ricochet. But yeah, that's basically Seth's role now. He's basically just gonna have one-on-one matches. He's probably not, unless he goes for like the inter. I mean, no, he doesn't even need to win like the Intercontinental or United States title, since he's already won both of them, and he's already been double champions with both of those titles as well. So yeah, he literally doesn't even need those titles. I mean, he could go for the United States title if he moves to Raw during the Superstar Shake-Up, but I doubt it. So anyway, my thoughts on this match is Cesaro's gonna win, and yeah, maybe, but actually, Seth was talking about like, I can take you under my wing and like make you a main eventer. So Seth could win that match. It could be like what happened with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. So Seth could win that match, and then Cesaro could manage Cesaro after that match. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say Seth Rollins wins that match, and then he starts working under the management of. He starts managing Cesaro. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So yeah, we'll say it will change. I want Cesaro to win, but I think Seth Rollins is gonna win that match, just so to like kind of make Cesaro challenge for the world title. But if that does happen, that would mean that will probably mean that Cesaro will turn heel, and then the world champion will be a face, which kind of makes me inclined to believe that. Or no, not even inclined. It definitely makes me believe that Daniel Bryan's gonna win the title at Night 2. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Anyway, the tag team turmoil match for the women's championship. I mean, I have no logic about who's going to win this match, so I'm just gonna say, we'll say Natalya and Tamina, but then on Night 2 they'll lose to Nia Jax and Shayna because of Reginald and stuff. So yeah, since especially from just after what Tamina did to Nia Jax, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're winning this. They're winning the tag team turmoil match. Anyway, So the main event is Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Who's going to win that match? I'm actually surprised this was the main event. I thought the main event was going to be Drew v Lashley, but apparently they kept their word, and this is actually going to be the main event. Apparently, so I mean they could change it, but still, like it literally says card subject to change, but still, who's going to win that match? Bianca's going to win that match. Yeah. I'm not sure. And I think she's going to win that match. And then, yeah, they're just going to like, say, they're probably just going to shake hands or maybe hug it out and stuff. Because I don't know. I feel like Sasha only turned heel because of this match. And then they're going to go back to being like besties literally straight after this match after her like feud with Bayley. It wasn't even long. It was like kind of like a short feud with Bayley to win the SmackDown Championship. Like she kind of just had to turn heel for WrestleMania, and then they're gonna go back to like respecting each other after the match. I'm pretty sure. But then again, if she does remain heel, she could. So what? So I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about what's going to happen at this WrestleMania that's going to lead to Money in the Bank, and I think there's a few matches in this card that's gonna lead to Money in the Bank. And we will not necessarily Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair, but if Bianca does win and Sasha remains heel, those two things need to happen. Then Sasha could enter go for the Money in the Bank briefcase and cash it in. Let's say SummerSlam. I mean that's quite early, and I don't think that'll happen, but we'll just say that random guess. So yeah. I'm saying Bianca wins, and yeah. Nothing else to say than that. Bianca wins, but Sasha wins the briefcase at Money in the Bank. That's what I'm going for. And yeah, that's the end of night one. Kind of. Honestly, I actually don't know what I'm more excited for, night one or night two. I want to say night two because of the triple threat Universal title match. And even the Asuka versus Rhea Ripley match, I'm actually excited for that match as well. And Biggie, but I mean, I probably would have been excited for Biggie v Apollo Crews if it wasn't a Nigerian drum. You know what? Let's start night two with that match. Even though this probably won't even be the first match. Let's start night two with that match. So Biggie versus Apollo Crews in a Nigerian drum fight match for the Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, I have no idea. If I had to guess, it's probably like a chairs match, but replace the chairs with drums. So yeah, we'll just say we'll say Apollo wins. We'll say Apollo wins since I feel like he's gonna get Biggie worked up that whole match, and he's gonna outsmart him. Well, no, actually, no. He's not going to do what Sami Zayn did. He's going to annoy Biggie enough to the point where he's gonna or try and give him a shoulder tackle in the corner, then hit his shoulder in the corner, and then Apollo Crews will probably use his finisher, and then yeah, get the win. If that does happen, please quote me when I said that. Please quote me. Or Bear, yeah, he's just gonna hit him with a drum, and yeah, or send him through one of the drums. I don't know how big these drums. For some reason, I feel like these drums are going to be incredibly big, and they probably will be. But then again, I feel like they're not going to be as big as I've got in my head. So I'm thinking they're going to be as big as like a table, but I'm pretty sure I've never seen a drum get that big, or if they even exist. But anyway, we're just going to say Apollo is going to win the Intercontinental title because yeah, he's going to send him through one of the drums and yeah, get the cover. Anyway, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. Asuka retains. Asuka retains. Since I don't think they're going to go all out on Rhea Ripley straight away. Like this is going to be a debut match. Well, actually, no, it's not going to be a debut match. A debut match on Raw on the main roster was the tag team match they had on Raw this last Monday. So This won't be a daily match, but I just think they're not going to. They're just not going to give her the title straight away. Like, this isn't even about. I don't even know how Oscar's gonna. I mean, Oscar's probably gonna win by the double knees that she basically the code breaker that she does. Like, whenever they say double knees, I always say code breaker because it is literally a code breaker. Anyway, yeah, Oscar retains, and yeah, I think the feud will just end there. She might be Rhea Ripley might be in the money, might go for the Money in the Bank briefcase, and she might even win that. Which I actually wouldn't mind if she wins that briefcase, since at least that will guarantee her another title shot in the near future, whether that's against Oscar or against someone else for the championship. Anyway, the Fiend with Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton in a singles match. I actually thought this match was gonna have a stipulation. Like, I thought this was gonna be like either a no disqualification match or something, but it's just a normal singles match. So if that is the case, I think this match will end. Randy ain't winning, that's for sure. So the Fiend's definitely winning. How he's gonna win? It's probably just gonna be. They're probably gonna mess around. The Fiend and Alexa Bliss are gonna definitely mess around with Randy for a bit, just before he's about to get the win, and yeah. That's how the Fiend is going to win. Like, let's say Alexa Bliss, like what Alexa Bliss did to Randy in Fastlane when he gave him a slight nudge and then to push him into the Fiend, and then the Fiend going with Sister Abigail. So I think Alexa's gonna do something along those lines. Maybe Alexa Bliss will probably, as soon as Randy looks for the RKO, Alexa Bliss is gonna stray his attention, and then the Fiend get again with the Mandible Claw and Sister Abigail to win the match. And yeah, Bray Wyatt wins that match. But yeah, the next match is Kevin Owens v Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. Sami is going to win that match because of what Kevin Owens did to Logan Paul on SmackDown, which was that slight nudge. I think that slight, I don't know. Whenever when I was watching that segment, I was wondering, like, is Kevin Owens and Logan Paul going to interact in any way? And that slight nudge, I think it's just enough for Logan Paul just to screw Kevin's over in that match, which is why, yeah, I'm pretty sure, almost certain Sami Zayn's gonna win by interference with Logan Paul. I mean, that's probably one of the only reasons he's at ringside. Like, it's weird. I'm pretty sure, like, Logan wouldn't be at ringside if he wasn't gonna do something in the match. Like, he could have just watched from the audience. He wouldn't. I mean, no. If he could still do something if he wasn't in the match, but I think ever since Sami's been hyping Logan quite a lot, and because he's going to be at ringside, it's going to imply that he's going to do something in that match. So yeah, Sami wins by Logan interfering. The United States title match against Riddle and Sheamus. Riddle or Sheamus, who's gonna win? So Riddle's already won. He's already defended his title against Mustafa Ali. So I'm pretty sure Riddle. Riddle won't retain his title. Riddle. I think Sheamus was gonna win the US title again for like the third time. I'm pretty sure Keith Lee, to be fair, no, I don't think Keith Lee will return at WrestleMania. I do think someone is going to return at WrestleMania, or someone's going to interrupt a match, but I don't think it's going to be this Riddle v Sheamus match. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my gun and say Sheamus is going to win, since I kind of had that at the back of my head, like, Sheamus is going to win. Like, Riddle's kind of been annoying Sheamus, so yeah, and Sheamus has already pinned him as well, but then again, Ali pinned him, and then Riddle still won, so I can't really say that, but still. I'm pretty sure Sheamus is going to win the US title again, but he'll probably drop it at Money in the Bank, or even Extreme. I think he might even drop it at Extreme Rules. I think he won't. Either way, like, for anyone the Kevin Owens match, not Kevin Owens, the Big E and Apollo Crews v Riddle and Sheamus, let's say the title does change hands, it won't be a long title reign. Like, even the AJ v OMOS match, that's not going to be a long title reign, even if they win the title. Like, I'm pretty sure by Extreme Rules, all of those 3 titles will change hands. Pretty sure. So like Riddle won't be the champion, New Day won't be champions, and Big E won't be champion. Like, I can be proved very wrong, and Riddle or even Big E can hold those titles till SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure the New Day's losing their title before Extreme Rules. But yeah, Big E and Riddle could potentially hold their titles until SummerSlam. But I'm pretty sure Apollo is gonna win and Sheamus is gonna win. But to be fair, I'm kind of thinking, I'm using the logic saying that I'm pretty sure people are going to retain their titles. Like, the only people I said that's going to retain their titles is Asuka and just Asuka. Literally, I'm saying everyone else is going to lose their championships. So, you know what? Because of that logic as well, I'm actually going to change my answer for two of these guys. So, you know what? I'm gonna say that Riddle retains his title against Sheamus, and also I'm going to say that, you know, no, I'm just gonna stick with Riddle who's gonna retain his title now, since I originally thought that. Not even that I originally thought. I'm using the logic saying that I definitely know that people will retain the titles at WrestleMania, but I just don't know which guys. And I don't think a lot of titles will be retained. So I definitely know Asuka's. I'm pretty sure, almost certain Asuka's going to retain the title, and I think Riddle is going to retain his title as well. I swear, if Riddle loses his title, I'm going to be so annoyed, because I literally said in my Fastlane pay-per-view on Twitter predictions video, that Ali was going to beat Riddle because of interference. But no, Riddle retained his title, which, I mean, I don't know why I thought Ali was going to win. I had a reason, but I kind of forgot the reason now. But yeah, now I'm going to say Riddle's going to he's going to retain his title. I swear, if he loses, I'm going to be so annoyed. Anyway, last 2 matches, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, the winners of the tag team turmoil match. I think I've already said my answer. I said Natalya and Tamina will win the turmoil match, but I'm pretty sure Nia Jax and Shayna will retain their titles. Like, I kind of really don't know what they're doing with these women's titles, you know, like, they're kind of just, like, the only reason these women's titles have a purpose now is just to transfer women from Raw to SmackDown. It gives them a reason, it gives people a reason to transfer from Raw to SmackDown, but other than that, it's kind of just, like, people could just have, like 200 plus day reigns with it. And, I say people, like, tag teams, other than Bailey and Sasha, since their title reigns was probably, I think the title reign's been the shortest out of, like, all the title holders. So, yeah. I mean, their second reign was actually decent, since they actually held those titles until Payback, but yeah. I mean, I feel like they definitely should have given the titles to someone else. Like, because you have to remember, the reason, like, Nia and Shayna are even a team was literally they literally just put 2 people together, even though they were feuding at the time, to take the titles off Sasha and Bailey, and now those titles have literally glued them together. And I don't know how they've survived for this long, but you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, anyway, Nia Jax and Shayna retain, and yeah, I guess they're probably gonna lose the titles at SummerSlam. To what team? No clue, but they're probably gonna lose the titles at SummerSlam. Right, and the final match for night 2 is going to be Roman v Edge v Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship in a triple threat match. Now, who do I want to win this match? Oh, my computer turned off. Give me a second. So who do I want to win? I mean, who I want to win? Who do I want to win? I want Daniel Bryan to win. Of course, just personally, I want Daniel Bryan to win. But who should win this match? So let's see. I mean, Roman, he should lose his title. Like I mean, if Daniel Bryan actually wins this match, I think he's gonna be like the Miz in a sense, where he's just gonna lose the title as soon as he wins it. If Edge wins this match, he could have a good, I guess I would say, final run as champion, because after he loses the title, I don't think he's going to win it back. And I think, yeah, he's probably just gonna stay. He's probably just gonna he's gonna like form a team with someone, or just go for singles titles from then on, or just even feud with people like what Seth Rollins is doing now. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen with Edge. So Edge could have a long title reign, and Daniel Bryan could have a decent feud with someone up until SummerSlam. Even though he's probably not going to hold the title for that long, he'll probably have a much shorter reign if he was to win the title. But who do I think is going to win? I think what happened in Fastlane is going to have a similar ending at WrestleMania, where Daniel Bryan's probably going to about to tap out Roman Reigns, then Edge breaks it up, and then that's when like the final few moments of the match happen. Whether let's say Daniel Bryan taps out, or not taps out, he makes Roman Reigns pass out, and then let's say Edge throws Daniel Bryan out the ring and then pins Roman to win the title. That could happen. Or let's say Roman uses a spear on Edge, or no, Roman uses the guillotine on Edge. And then Daniel Bryan also gets a submission move off Roman, and then somehow he wins the title by, I don't know. I'm just thinking of all things that could happen, but I'm not really giving a prediction. I'm just giving a thing. I'm just giving a scenario of what could happen in that match. But you know what? Let me give my prediction now. In my head, I've been thinking ever since Daniel Bryan has kind of worked his way into this match, ever since Elimination Chamber, I kind of think he's going to win this match now. I don't know why, I just kind of think he's going to win this match. I don't know how he's going to win this match, but I kind of think he's going to win this match. But the only problem is, if he does win this match though, he's not going to have a long title reign. I mean, it's not. I mean, to be fair, I say it's a problem. I guess it's only a problem because I kind of would like to see him have a long world title reign, since I haven't actually seen Daniel Bryan hold a world title. I haven't personally watched Daniel Bryan hold the world title. I know he has had like world title reigns. I've just personally never watched Daniel Bryan when he had those reigns. But I'm watching WWE now, so yeah, I would want to see that. Like I wouldn't mind seeing an Edge title reign though. I don't know how that would work though. I don't know how that would work. No, I know how that would work, but I don't know how it would fare, I guess it would say. Like, I don't know what would happen from there. Like, would Edge... Okay, you know what, actually? For some reason, I thought it was gonna be hard for me to come up with a decision, but now I'm thinking Daniel Bryan will win, but then Edge will win at Money in the Bank. Literally, my predictions are literally, this guy's gonna win, but at Money in the Bank, he's gonna lose. So, yeah. That's literally been like 30% of my predictions, but I'm pretty sure, almost certain, that a quarter of these matches is gonna be built up for Money in the Bank, and I'm pretty sure. To be fair, I'm even starting to think the Braun v Shane match is going to be go on until Money in the Bank. But I'm pretty sure Drew v Lashley, Daniel Bryan v Edge, and Oscar v Rhea Ripley? Maybe not Oscar v Rhea Ripley. But Cesaro v Seth Rollins, that could. New Day v AJ and Omos. I feel like, a handful of matches will be built up for Money in the Bank. So yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say my final predictions are, for some reason I want to change my mind about some of them, but you know what? No, final predictions. So okay, you know what? Forget, I'm changing my mind. So final predictions, night one. Bobby's gonna retain his title because of interference by someone. I don't know who, but he's gonna retain his title. Bad Bunny's gonna win. Yeah, I'm not changing that. AJ and Omos win. Braun wins. Seth Rollins wins. Natalia and Tamina win. Bianca Belair wins. Asuka wins. I was about to say Rhea Ripley wins. No, Asuka wins. The Fiend wins. Apollo Crews wins. Did I even say he's going to win the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match? Yeah, no, yeah, I said Sami's going to win. I said Sami's going to win. Never mind. Sami wins. Riddle retains. Jackson Baszler retain. And Daniel Bryan wins. That's my predictions. So out of the 40 matches I've mentioned like how much, I would say, like how much people are gonna lose their title. Well, out of the like what 5, 6, 8, out of the 8 title matches on the pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 title changes. There's going to be 4 title changes. That's what I'm pretty sure that's going to occur. But you never know. It's WWE. I could be literally the opposite could happen. The matches I said this guy's going to win, the other guy could win, and vice versa. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's a prediction video. Like, I'm not meant to know. I'm just meant to give my predictions. I tried to base it on a bit of logic, but I'm recording this at 4:41, so yeah, that's why I'm so tired. I've been recording this for nearly 44 minutes. Like, I don't know how long the actual video is going to be, but I've been recording this for 44 minutes, and I've literally recorded this at 4:41 a.m. straight after I finished watching SmackDown. So yeah, that is it for this video, and that is it for my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are for WrestleMania 37 in the comments down below. Let me know if you like or hate my predictions. And let me know if you think about what I said makes no sense, because I'm talking when I need to sleep, since I haven't slept in like how much hours? Nearly 24 hours. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Like, let me know in the comments down below what your predictions are once again. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.